Hello and welcome to Breakfast All Day. I'm Matt. That's Christy. That's Alonso. There is a short film that just got put out on Netflix. It was showed at a film festival, I think, in 2017. David Lynch called it his monkey movie. It is called What Did Jack Do? Who would like to describe it?
It dropped on Netflix on David Lynch's birthday.
On his 74th
happy birthday to himself.
Yes.
Do you want to describe it?
No.
Okay, I'll try.
Hell no.
I will try. Okay, so David Lynch wrote, directed, edited, and stars in this weird little film noir where he sits down at a table at this train station that's on lockdown because there's a murder suspect running around, and he interrogates a monkey.
And he's
Named
also
Jack.
the voice of the monkey,
He
right?
must. I mean, they credit the monkey as
Right,
Jack Cruz.
Playing himself.
Play as himself, but is that like a play on like Jacques? I don't know.
Oh,
that's,
funny.
that's my guess. I don't know. But like, okay, so the monkey's
That's way deeper than...
the monkey is sitting across from him, and it looks a lot like a razor head. It's kind of like grainy,
Right.
black and white.
Yeah, very high contrast.
Right, and the lighting on it, like
Right. And in post-production, they've added like
a mouth.
Well, but they've also added to the film like the imperfections in the film
The
stock.
pops
Right.
and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But-
No, yeah, like at first I thought it was just going to be a monologue of the monkey, of him like asking questions of the monkey, but then the monkey responds
Oh,
like,
yes.
oh, okay.
Oh, the monkey does more than just talk.
we're
The monkey
doing
gets to
this.
do a whole lot as it goes. It's 17 minutes long, this
Yeah.
movie. And it's such a trip. It's like, it's almost borderline like parody of David Lynch. Like he's totally self-aware of all of the surrealism and the wonderful weirdness that is his signature. And he's like toying with us, like giving us what we want, but also kind of like taking the piss out of himself in his own
Well,
style.
And it starts out with a card that says it's from what? Absurda?
That's the
Right.
production company.
Right.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. You better be ready for something
Yeah.
absurd. There's a lot of absurdism in here.
So
Yeah.
he interviews this monkey, and it's all a whole bunch of like non sequiturs and like aphorisms about animals. Like, I know why the chicken crossed the road, and
Right, but
I'm
it's-
not talking turkey here.
But it's also like cliches of the kind of like old school film noir
Right, hard-boiled
interrogation.
detective.
Like you almost could expect Edward G. Robinson to walk in at any moment. Like, we're talking about the chicken, see?
Right. You thought you were ruling a 7.
Yeah,
and things
like-
like that.
And I thought it was hilarious.
I laugh my
No,
ass off.
it's very funny. And I mean, Lynch loves tropes and he loves sort of like old genre stuff. And then he loves to like, kind of skewer it in his way. And I think he should make more movies that are 17 minutes long because I would rather get the concentrated dose of that than like 2.5 hours of Inland Empire.
3.
3 hours, you're right.
3
Yeah.
full hours of Inland Empire.
That's a lot.
That's just me. I know some people want to watch every second of it, no matter how long it goes. But like, yeah, I feel like this felt very much like a drive-by, like David Lynch stuff, like a big, just concentrated nugget of it.
David Lynch to go.
It is.
Yes.
But it has a lot of the kind of stylistic signatures that you would see in a 3-hour long Inland Empire, like long silences that are just awkward.
Yeah.
And the monkey just kind of like looking away for a while.
Right. And kind of like you bring up the non sequiturs, like discussions that seem to go one way and then they just pick up in a different direction and you kind of like without really making any sense. You're not really sure what happened.
They're kind of talking at each other.
But so much of it does wind up being like things that sound like complete nonsense matter later, like it comes
Right.
up again. So it's sort of like, a Dada Columbo episode. or
Yeah,
something.
kind of. That's a really good description of it.
So the monkey's been accused of murder or suspected of murder, and it has to do with this affair he had with a chicken.
Right.
And
Tudu Taban.
how wrong, but so right
Yes.
it was for him to have an affair with a chicken
To
and
reach under her feathers.
right and feel those breasts. So weird.
So weird.
And then
If he should have done it with Gonzo, that would have been.
Camilla, don't judge his love for Camilla.
Gonzo was unavailable.
So then David Lynch's wife comes in and she is the waitress who brings the coffee.
Yeah.
And like, of course, why wouldn't the monkey want coffee when he's being interrogated? And they're both
I was
dressed.
surprised the monkey wasn't smoking.
Right. They're both dressed in these like black suits with black ties.
Mm-hmm.
And like I love just the harshness of the lighting, the severity and the drama of the lighting. So like you'll just see the light coming in from the window just on like this side of David Lynch's face, and this side is all dark, and it's very dramatic and very knowing in terms of its like film noir stylistic tropes, but so weird.
I think
so weird.
I think one of my favorite lines was, "You can't trust an orangutan."
And David Lynch is smoking the whole time, and at one point the monkey says, "You don't smoke."
Yeah. Anyway, so I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, like, is this a good entree to David Lynch? Maybe, because it's only 17 minutes
Yeah,
long.
sure.
So if you're enjoying a 17-minute long dose of David Lynch,
Yeah, if you want to give somebody just like a spoonful and see, like if you like this, then move on to Eraserhead.
I don't agree. I actually think I think this doesn't work unless you are somewhat aware of what he's done in the past. Because I think if you come into this having never seen any of his stuff, you're like, what the
Yeah, but whatever you start with, unless it's the straight story, you're going to be like, what is even
which
going on
is like the least
here?
David Lynchy and David Lynch film. I'm thinking to myself, is it Blue Velvet? It's not Mulholland Drive.
No, I don't know
Is
what.
it Wild at Heart? What's a good
I mean,
entree?
maybe The Elephant Man.
Okay.
Because it's like it's a traditional narrative, but it's also
Dune.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what is a
The
good...
Alan Smithy edit,
Right.
Well, the question becomes like, do you want people to watch the most David Lynch film and make that their entree, or the most universally accessible David Lynch film?
Maybe the
and that's their
pilot to
entree?
Twin Peaks.
Okay.
Maybe that's a way to sort of like walk into the shallow end before you take the complete plunge.
Okay.
In any event,
Check it out.
if you are a David Lynch fan, you absolutely need to go check out What the Jack Do. It is currently streaming on Amazon.
We're not going to give it numbers.
No, it's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
no.
It's Netflix.
It's on
Oh,
Netflix.
sorry, Netflix,
yeah.
Netflix.
I just
Sorry,
watched
sorry.
it this morning.
Jack didn't do anything on Amazon.
Not a damn thing.
Anyway, it's a hoot.
By all means. So thanks for watching. This video. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. Check us out on social media at BeFastAllDay. Visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay, where we do our TV recaps. Right now we're talking about HBO's The Outsider. Sometimes we talk about trailers. Sometimes we let our members pick an older movie that's streaming for us to review. Who knows what we'll do? Go check it out. Christy, what's coming up on a la carte this week?
On Monday, we have Vincent Grashaw, who you guys have met because he was a producer and co-star of Bellflower.
Oh yeah.
My friend
Oh.
Vince, who was my plus one for a few years and then got busy making
Right.
movies. He is a director. He directed
Yes.
Cold Water.
Oh, yeah, I remember Bellflower was great.
We love Bellflower. And
That crazy car.
the Medusa. So he was in Bellflower. He produced it. And that's kind of what put him on the map.
Yeah.
He has directed a few films since then. Cold Water. And so I go, and then I go, and then now he's in post-production on a film called What Josiah Saw, starring Robert Patrick and Nick Stahl. And
That should be a double feature with What Did Jack Do?
yeah, it might be. So he's lovely. He's a sweetheart, and he has great stories to tell about getting your start in indie film. Like, he didn't go to college; he just did it, and
Nice.
he
Nice.
learned along the way who to trust and who not to trust. So that will be on Monday.
Cool beans. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.